Hi, I'm Emma. I am 43, live in North Yorkshire, and I have been a turtle since October 2019. I saw an advert from Ryan and Louise bobbing down the street in their Christmas get-up, trying to encourage people to join a pre-Christmas challenge, and I thought, why not, I'll have a go. But led on to a lot more than I was expecting it to be. 2019, I had a bit of a tough year, and I lost a friend who was very, very close to me. We used to speak daily, and she was very poorly with cancer. She made me make a promise to her that I would continue with my fitness journey because I'd got complacent. I'd gained a lot of weight during both my pregnancies and got up to about 18 stone at one point. And even though she lived in a different country at the time, she would inspire me to keep going and keep being active. And we went through it together, and we did numerous diet plans, fitness things. And then sadly she died in the summer of 2019, but before she died she made me promise her that I would continue with my fitness journey because we only get one go here. Sadly, a few months after she died, I lost another friend from the same group of university friends who also died of cancer. And in between those two deaths, my neighbour killed herself, and the point was those three women were all very, very young. And it just made me think, do you know what? Life is so precious. Why am I sat here moaning about my health and fitness and not doing anything about it? So in that October, I decided I would start being accountable to myself because nobody else was going to do it for me. But on the 27th of October, I signed up, and that would have been my friend's birthday. It's quite nice now looking back that it was her birthday. And what I thought was just going to be lose a few pounds before Christmas has actually become so much more. It's completely changed my life. In April 2020, as we went into lockdown with the pandemic, we did the Octagon Challenge. That introduced to me a whole new level of mindset, reading, running, all these things that I hadn't done before. I'd never picked up a book before, apart from the odd tacky fiction on holiday. I started reading. I started introducing a morning routine to my lifestyle. I even changed my bedroom to make it more simple and calm environment to sleep in. I was tracking things like sleep as well as nutrition. I started having a regular exercise plan. I was reading, I had a morning routine, I had an evening routine. It has turned my life upside down, but for the absolute better. To be 43 and now putting myself first in a non-selfish way, because I think it's having a knock-on effect with my children. They want to eat well and they want to exercise. It's affecting friends around me, which is really humbling when people say, oh, what are you doing this, are you doing that? Now that's not to say that motivation goes, because it does. And people often ask me, how do you stay motivated? And the truth is, I don't sometimes. I need to just stick to consistency. So even though I might have gained a few pounds recently because I've had injuries, I've not been well, generally for the last year and a half, I have lost weight and then maintained that weight for a long period of time for the first time in my adult life. I've always been overweight even as a child. But Turtle Life has brought so much more to me. It's changed my outlook, it's changed my mindset. My anxiety, I used to suffer really bad. My anxiety has diminished so much through Turtle Life, through interacting with other turtles, Zooms, the mindset calls, all of it. It's one big amazing package, and it's really made a massive difference. The community side of it is just incredible. I think you get out of it what you put in. So by attending a lot of Zooms, especially during lockdown, we couldn't have one-to-one meetups, couldn't go to the gym, so I would log on to Zooms that were put on by the turtles, whether it was mindset, whether it was a live workout, whether it was talking about books that we were reading in the book club, all of it. You get to meet other people, and through these Zooms you find out about other people's backgrounds, their experiences. It's completely motivated me, sharing stories with each other, finding accountability buddies when you're struggling. There's always somebody in the turtle community that feels the same and will go, hey, why don't we do this accountability together? Why don't we do these steps? Why don't we do these sit-ups? And through Instagram, tagging each other, or phone calls, or WhatsApp messages, or on the Zooms going, don't forget, we're going for that run tomorrow. All these things have kept me going on the days when I've really been suffering, or you might have those dips where you're feeling like you just can't be bothered. I'm going to press the button and not do what I want to do today, there's always somebody there who will pick you up and push you to be your best. The encouragement and the support, I can't describe it really, it's very, very special. It's helped me monumentally on days when I've really not wanted to do things, or you might have stuff going on in your personal life and there's always somebody there who will pick you up and say, do you know what, we're going to be okay. And that's been incredible. I've met some incredible people who now I know are going to be friends for life, and that's something I never expected, something I'll take away for life. Friends for life. I'll know these people forever. As I look around my house, I've got bits of turtle everywhere. I've even got a turtle tattoo because it's just made such an impact on my life that I will forever be grateful for. Originally my why would have been, oh, you know, I want to fit into a certain size pair of jeans, or I want to hit a certain weight. That's not it anymore. When I first started looking after myself, it was because my best friend was so poorly. I used to speak to her every day when she was really at her lowest and very close to the end. And I remember the day she phoned me up and said, oh, I can't use my legs anymore, they've gone. She'd lost all feeling in her legs. And it was actually just before I was about to do Total Warrior, which is a 12K obstacle course. I remember my legs just wanting to give way because I'm not a runner, and thinking, oh, I can't do this, I don't want to do this. And I was like, no, you can do this because you have a pair of legs and they can move and they will get you to the finish line. And I remember messaging her at the end going, just so excited, going, I did it, I did it, I did it. And I was thinking of her as it went round, because thinking, she can't do this. She probably would want to do this and she can't because her body's decided not to play anymore. She actually passed away that night, but she received my message. So she got me around. She was my wife, to think that I've been given this body and I've abused it for such a long time and taken it for granted. And I remember the days I used to stand in front of a mirror and physically punch my body because I hated it so much. I don't punch my body anymore. I'm quite grateful for the body I have got. I'm just so surprised at how far I have come, being overweight, unhealthy. My lifestyle was unhealthy, sitting up all night looking for something to watch as opposed to going and getting a good night's sleep. So my why is out of respect to my friend and anybody else who can't physically use their bodies, is to just keep going. And even on the days when I really, really, really don't want to do it, those are the days that count. I've gone from a place where I used to work out because I should, to now I do it because I love it. I've never done a workout where I've gone, I wish I hadn't done that. That is a different person to somebody I was 3 years ago. I found a new lease of life. So at the minute, with my strength training, I'm lifting heavier than I could ever have dreamed of, which is really exciting for me. But I think going forward, I certainly want to get my fitness levels back up because I haven't been training for a while because of injury, and I also had COVID, which has had a knock-on effect. And I don't have an ultimate goal with that. I just want to see how far can I take it. As a woman who's in her 40s, I'm busy with kids and home life and work life. Who knows how far I can take the fitness goals. My husband has his own business and I help him with that, and I really want to see how far we can take that. So I'm going to be helping him grow that business over the next however many months, years. Actually, it was because of Turtle and what I learned through mindset and what I wanted to achieve out of life that I have been working with my father for his company for the past 15, 16 years, and I actually told him last year that I would be reducing my hours with an intention to leave the business, which was a massive deal for me, and I don't think I ever would have taken that plunge and been that brave if it hadn't been for the support of the Turtle community. Have I achieved quite a lot in the last couple of years, stuff that I definitely wouldn't have done. Prior to joining, I'd never didn't run at all. But I'd gone from not being able to run even a mile to completing 2 10Ks non-stop. Pretty emotional for me because not being a runner, that was huge. I've also done a sponsored marathon, but not a running one, a hiking. We hiked a marathon in the Yorkshire Dales, and my strength training has gone out the roof. My deadlift PB is just over 90 kilos deadlift. I think my biggest goal is to beat my husband in an arm wrestle. I've also started doing cold water swimming, open water swimming. That's really exciting. four friends and I, we decided to go and swim in the sea at some crazy hour in the morning. So we packed all our gear up and went down to the beach and we went swimming. I think it was September or October. It was freezing and we lit a little fire on the beach when we got out afterwards. All this stuff I never would have done a few years ago, and it's just about being open to adventure, and I'm very open to adventure. If there's one thing I want people to get from watching, it's to know that you can actually do anything. You are capable of anything. You just have to dig deep and find that commitment. There are days when you don't want to get up out of bed early, when you want to sit up all night eating food, and you don't want to do the workout, but know that you can do it. And those are the days that are most important. The days you don't want to do it are the days when you should do it and you'll benefit the most from it. Take it from somebody who quite happily would sit and wallow in self-pity about, I'm so overweight, I'm so unhealthy. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. But what I've learned from Turtle is that I've always got somebody there who will help me and push me and inspire me to do it. And I encourage you to do the same. Commit to yourself, because nobody else will do it for you. And we only get one go here. We have one body and one time on this planet. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of that time and not waste it, because it's precious.